Hey guys, Pimpcraft here. Decided to do a little something new. Get out of the whole realm of Minecraft here. We're going to play a new game. This is called Game Development Tycoon. This is made by Greenheart Games. It's actually a husband and wife development team that made this. It's a very simple yet fun and challenging game, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it just as much as I have. I've played this a couple times before. They come up with a new update not too long ago, but I haven't played it for probably, oh god, it has to be 2 months, maybe 2.5, 3. And I want to get back into it, and I figured I would share my experience with you. And if this is something that you like and you want to see more of it, give the video a like and maybe leave some comments, and I will definitely upload some more content for you. Let's go ahead and get started here. The concept of this game is you are a game developer, as suggested by the game title, Game Development Tycoon. The whole object of this game is to make the absolute best games possible. You get rated on your games. It's kind of like the real game world. There's summits and stuff you can be invited to. You get different ratings. You can hire staff eventually as you move up. It's really challenging because you have to get everything figured just right in order to actually make money. You start off in this little garage here, as you can see in the background, and you got to move yourself up from there. You know, you can eventually move up into bigger offices and then into a studio, and let's see how far we get here. Like I said, it's been a couple months. I'm probably going to crash and burn, but you're going to crash and burn just along with me. So let's go ahead and choose a company name here. This is where I always have problems coming up with a creative name. The channel is Fat Planet. I could go along with that, or I could go along with Blushell to represent the gaming server. What shall we choose? Let's go ahead and choose Fat Entertainment. And Pimpcraft. I am a male, although I could play as a female, but that serves no purpose. I do have red hair in real life, so let's go ahead and do that. We can go Ultimate Geek here and have the little striped sweater. Oh, we can go the Freddy Krueger look. Yes. Olive green. Oh, there we go. Revenge of the Nerds. Let's do it. As you can see, I do... Okay, it was 2 months ago. That answers that question. This is obviously... I've played this a lot longer. 67 years. It took 67 years to get 11 million fans. Oh, Lord. Let's go ahead and overwrite this one here. Yes, I want to overwrite it. Alright, here we are. This is where you start. This is your little garage. You're on what looks like maybe a Commodore here. Developing some new games. This is the only thing you can really actually do in the beginning, is just you can click the background here and you can develop a new game. Eventually you're going to get a lot more menu choices and everything, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Here's your topics that you can choose from. You can pick a genre, and you can you can pick the platform. So let's go ahead and pick a topic. These are the only 4 topics we got right now. We have to research the rest, and there's a bunch that we can research. What shall we start off with here? Let's do a medieval game. Genre that I do find that is somewhat easier to do, and for the purpose of this Let's Play, I do want to succeed. I don't want to crash and burn, because that would just be embarrassing. So I'm going to go with a genre that I am good with, and that is strategy. And here's the two platforms we have. We have the G64. That sounds yet familiar, but somehow non-copyrighted. A G64. Or a PC. As you can see, the market share here. You guys know what market share is. This is how many people is actually using this particular platform here. 56% of the market, or we can go 44%. As you can see, the development cost is a lot higher on the G64. Well, this game is pretty much tailored around the actual game industry. Okay, we all know what the G64 is referring to. Okay, we know that that particular device didn't quite make it as far as the PC has. Obviously, I'm making this video on a PC. I'm not making it on a G64. So we're going to go the safer route. Even though it's a smaller market share, I'm going to go along with the PC. Because I don't want to pay the $20,000 development cost. That's a one-time cost. No, that's not the one-time cost. I'm sorry. That's what you'll be paying on top of everything in order to program on that particular platform. So let's go a little cheaper. Let's just do a PC. And for our first game, so far it's going to cost us $10,000, and we need to pick a name for it. A medieval strategy. Let's see here. What would be a good name for a medieval strategy? Let's call it Rusty Swords. I mean, it's on an old PC. Them swords are going to be pretty damn rusty. We're going to click next here. Now we can go text-based, or we can go 2D graphics version 1. Oh, we're going to go 2D graphics, baby. We're going to go all the way with this one. This is going to be the best game in the world. And let's go ahead and start some development here. Now the guy's going to tinker on it. He's going to start making it. The bubbles that you've seen pop up there is representative of the... oh gosh. See, now I got to think. Anyway, we'll get into that. Here's our development stage for Rusty Swords. We can work on the engine, the gameplay, or the story and quests. Well, it's a strategy. The strategy does not have a lot of story and quests. It's got a little bit, so we're not going to put a lot of time into it. Gameplay is important, but for a strategy, it's not as important as the engine. We're going to develop pretty much all the time we have into our engine, but we are going to concentrate on gameplay a bit. We don't want to lack in that department. So now he's going to tinker here. Now you got points that go into technology and points that go into design. For a strategy type game, we want more points into the this part here versus the design. We want more technology than design when it comes to a strategy. If we were making an adventure game or an RPG or something, we would probably want more design than we would want the technology. Same with the development stage 2 here. We probably do not want a lot of dialogues. It's a strategy. Yes, I know there's a lot of strategy games out there that have great dialogues, that have great level designs and stuff. But this game sticks to the basics. It sticks to the pure programming of the game. We're not going to put a lot of time into dialogues. Like, none at all. Okay, a little teeny tiny bit. We'll have a line or two. Level design, same thing. We're just not going to concentrate on the level design much. But artificial intelligence, we're going to go max on. Now, as you can see here, we still are developing, we're still putting time into some of these. Even if I put dialogues all the way down, there's still a little bit of time because there has to be dialogues in it. We're going to give it a little bit more. We'll show a little bit of red there. But you can see most of our time is going to be dedicated to the artificial intelligence. So get those bubbles a-popping. You can see he's creating bugs as he's doing it. We'll work those out a little bit later. Alright, stage 3. World design, graphic, and sound. Well, you know, world design's just really not important when it comes to strategies. So we're going to turn that down quite a bit, almost all the way down. Graphics and sound splits between technology and design. Okay, it's like a 40-60 split. This one, I believe, sound is 60% or 40% design, 60% technology, and I think graphic is 60% technology, 40% graphics. So we definitely want some good graphics in here. And sound, we want about halfway. And that looks good right there. So this should theoretically give us a decent game. I mean, we're not going to create a grand slam the very first game that we decided to move into Mom and Dad's garage and start writing games. But let's see what we can do. He's going to hammer it out. He's creating more bugs because he's a dipshit. And we're losing money because we have to pay rent in Mom and Dad's garage for some strange reason. Now, if you let it keep going, it'll start adding some more stuff to here. But it won't keep doing it. Eventually, you're going to start getting more bugs, and you're just going to start losing money in the process because you are paying out each end of the month. And we don't want to go bankrupt before our first game is released. Now, here's all of our experience gain. I'll just click it here and go past it quickly. This is my own level that I'm gaining here. The more levels this goes up, the better I am at making these increase. And the more these increase, the more they provide a boost to that specific game. Now, we can trash it if we want to. If we've got, you can pretty much tell later on in the game, depending upon how much technology and design points you have, if it's going to be a good game or not compared to your other ones. And you could trash it. And the only reason you'd want to trash a game is if you know it's not going to produce a lot of money for you, and you pretty much just wanted to train your people up. Because the more work they do, the more stuff you have them do, the better they get, the better the games get. But we're going to go ahead and release this one. And we're going to wait a little bit here. Alright, first reviews came in for Rusty Swords. Let's cross our fingers. Let's hope it's good. Could have been more by Star Games. Thanks a lot, Star Games. Informed Gamer, have seen better. Well, you're not too informed then, are you piece of crap. Game Hero, nice experience. That's a good score. 6 is okay. I mean, you're going to make money at 6. 5, you're still kind of going to make money, but it's not going to be really good at all. So our overall score here looks pretty decent. We should average a 6 here. So let's go ahead and close that, and let's watch the cash roll in. Fat Planet Entertainment, newcomer in the game industry, has just released their first game, Rusty Swords. The game received favorable reviews. Yeah, I guess we can call that somewhat favorable, if you're optimistic. With such a good start, Fat Entertainment are sure to gain fans quickly. That just don't sound like it reads well to me, does it? With such a good start, Fat Entertainment... See, I would think that would be is, but I'm sure R is the proper grammar. Anyway, moving on. And this is how many units we're selling here. There we go. Rusty Sword sold 2,717 units in its first week on the market. We made it in the charts at number 68. Well, that's not too bad, I guess. I mean, we could not even make it on the charts. Rusty Swords was so successful that we now have 21 fans. Woo-hoo! Somewhere out there is 21 nerds sitting in their basements on their computers loving our game. And we love every 21 of them. Fans are always going to buy your games. Whether they're crappy or not, they're going to buy them. If you make a game that's too crappy, you're going to lose fans. But your fans are dedicated to you. They're the ones that always show up at any type of game expo you go to. They're the ones that's always going to be playing your games. So we always know that at least 74 people is going to buy our games when we release them. But compared to the 10,000 units we sold, that's not a lot of guaranteed sales here. But it's a start. Rusty Swords has achieved a company sales record with over 10,000 units sold. This is an important milestone in the history of Fat Entertainment. Yes, it is, because it's our first milestone. And we'll let that go for a little bit. And while that's going, let's just go ahead and check out our menu here. When you click and open a menu, it pauses the game, which is good, because if you're thinking about another game you want to make, or if you're thinking of the title of a game you want to come up with, you want to pause it. Even though we're making money over here, we're still paying out by month. And there's really no reason to sit here and waste paying money out when you don't have to. So if you're thinking about something or you got something going on, please be sure to pause it. Now, from here, we can develop a new game. We can research. We can research a new topic, or we can create a custom game engine. Well, right now, we're not far enough ahead to where we can really research anything that's going to help us out. We don't need a new topic right now because we got 3 others to choose from. These little research points that you see up here, this is what we gain anytime we do any type of studying, anytime we do any type of game development, we get the game research points here. So this can be applied to research. This is how we improve ourselves. Well, right now we only got 22. We could create 2 new topics, but I don't want to waste that. You want to be able to create a custom game engine as soon as you can. Because right now we're just using, Joe Blow's game engine that was produced years ago that every other game company is probably using right now. We want to get a competitive edge, so we want to have our own. And it's going to be a lot better because, come on, it's Pimpcraft. It's going to be better. Let's go ahead and close out on that. Game history. This just shows the game history. It shows the game history. Pimp. This is useful to bring up, so if you decide you want to make another game, you can see which ones you've released. You definitely do not want to release 2 of the same games in a row. It will go horrible. I don't care if it's the best game in the world and you have the best people in the world making it. It's going to fail because you release 2 of the same type of games. You want to wait about 2 or 3 game releases before you release another, say, medieval strategy. Same comes with, what am I thinking here? I can't think of it. I can't think of the word. Anyway, just be mindful of that, okay? So right now we're just going to go ahead and develop a new game. We're going to pick a topic. We can do sports, we can do military, or we can do space right now. I'd say let's do a good military. Why not? Everybody likes to blow shit up. Genre, again, strategy. I will tell you right now, the only games that we're probably going to end up making is strategy. We're going to become known as the best damn strategy game makers in the entire planet. Okay, that is our goal. Again, we're going to choose a PC because it's cheaper and we know the PC is going to last. And, oh, we got to pick a genre. We did. Strategy. There we go. Okay. Game name. A military strategy. What would be a good game name for a military strategy? Let's call it... see, this is where I always have hiccups here. A military strategy. Let's call it... Tanks and shit. There we go. Tanks and shit. If you were walking down Walmart past the software aisle and you seen tanks and shit, you know you'd buy that. Don't lie to me. Again, we're going to go with the most awesome 2D graphics version 1, because that is the best that we have right now. And we're going to start development. And hopefully we're going to get more than the 10 and 14 that we got last time. I believe it's 10 and 14, right? We're going to keep everything the same. There's really not much adjusting that we have to do with that. Unless, of course, that our numbers don't show up the way we want them to. But they were fine for the first game. It wasn't bad. Alright, here we go. Rusty Swords is now off the market. We sold 11,287 units, generating $79,000 in sales. That's not bad. You got to remember, we right now are in the 80s, pretty much. I would say around, what, 1986, 87, something like that. So that's not bad for then. I mean, these games were made on the 5.5-inch floppies. You know, that was your computer back then. That's what ran the whole thing, was that floppy disk. You didn't have any floppy disk, guess what? You weren't doing nothing on that computer. So that's not bad for that. Again, development stage 2, we're just going to leave that the way it is. Everything seemed to be fine. We'll tweak it a little bit if our numbers aren't matching where we want them to be. And you'll learn. You'll gain some experience. And oh, see here I go scratching my head. That wastes time, unfortunately. Once in a while, if you're not concentrated, you're going to start scratching your head. And although that doesn't have a huge consequence right now, while we're developing games, it does hinder the ability to develop our technology and design points, because even though he's scratching his head, our ticker is still going. Recent market study suggests that the Gavador G64 is steadily outselling competitors in the PC sector. Well, it was back then. Consumers prefer the lower price, greater availability, and the flexible hardware configuration over other home computers. And that's true. And of course, we know what we're talking about here. Okay, well, we know what this is supposed to be. And when you think about the past, when these were popular, the Commodores, they were easier to maintain. They were easier to use than the actual PC back in its day. So that's what I love this game so much, is it follows history almost precisely. I mean, it's wonderful. Experts say that this might spell the end of competing hardware manufacturers. Uh-oh. Did we make the wrong choice? Should we not be on a PC? Let's find out. We'll learn eventually. Alright, development stage 3. Again, we're going to leave it the same. I think everything's fine. Come on, let's get more than 10. More than 10. Alright, we improved a little bit. Good. That's not bad. And he's going to tinker out some stuff here. He's going to add some bugs and take some bugs away. Wait a few seconds. And we're done. And here's our experience. I'm not going to make you sit through that again, so we're just going to click it, make it go quick. And we leveled up in artificial intelligence. That's great. And we're almost leveled up ourselves. Let's go ahead and release this game. 12 and 12 is not the best. For strategy, again, you definitely want technology a little higher. But in the beginning stages, it's not awful. The first reviews came in for our new release game, Tanks and Shit. Let's see how we did. Star Games gives us a 6. Oh, Informed Gamer, finally. They're a little more informed this time. Is it going to be an all-flat 6? It's not. We got a 7. That's good. So we got an average of 6.25. Not bad. I guess that's better than our average of 6 last time. So hopefully we're going to see a little bit more than 10,000 sales this time. According to rumors, the Japanese company Ninvento is planning to launch its very own home gaming console. Ninvento is known for the widely successful arcade game Dinky King. Oddly familiar again, some of these names here. Many industry experts doubt that home gaming consoles will take off, but we are eager to see what Ninvento will deliver. Huh. I wonder, will a home gaming console be popular? I guess we'll have to find out, huh? And let's watch our sales go up here. Oh, what is this? Contract work. Hi there. I just finished Tanks and Shit, and I'm impressed by your talent. Well, thank you. I'm in the contracting business, and we could use skills like yours. If you're ever short on cash, yeah, that's never going to happen, just let me know, and I will see if I have some work for you. Jason. Well, thank you, Jason, and thank you for buying Tanks and Shit. We appreciate that. Now, what that is is we can use contract work to gain a little bit more money. In the beginning stages, it's not bad. I mean, you're definitely going to make more money making games, and that's what I suggest you stick to. But with contract work, you have a penalty. If you do not get these numbers and within 5 weeks' time, you're going to pay $8,000. You're not going to receive $18,000. So that could really hurt us, especially when we're only at very low numbers like this. But it's a good way to gain experience. Actually, let me think. Do you gain experience doing No, I don't think you do. You only gain experience making games. Contracts is just good for money. But they got different ones here. Different ones pay different rates. Right now, we're not going to get any huge projects. But there are ones that come out in the later game to where you can make $50,000, $100,000, $500,000. And these numbers are some atrocious. I've seen them to where they're at like 1,000 each. And that's an exciting part of the game. And we'll get there eventually. So we're not going to do any contracts right now. What we're going to do right now is we're going to develop a new game. But we're not going to do that this episode, unfortunately, because we're getting really close to our time. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this episode. This is episode 1 of Pimps Let's Play Game Development Tycoon. See me next time on episode 2 and see how far we can take Fat Entertainment and see if we can dominate the gaming industry. Thanks, guys. See you on episode 2.